remember thinking, breastfeeding. Like I'm seeing how I never really thought about it before at all. You know, during consultations for surgery, like, and in like the forms on the paper, it was like, one of the things that was listed was the loss of my ability to nurse any future children I may have, which sounds obvious, right? And I knew that.
Yeah.
But it was like, I'm a guy. I'm going to be a man one day. If I have children, I'm going to be a father.
Yeah.
You will never catch me breastfeeding a child, because that's not what men do. That's not what fathers do. Why would I want to do that if I'm a man? Because I didn't understand just how beautiful that is. I didn't really understand the beauty of just that God has given women not only the ability to create and sustain life, but also to nourish their children with their bodies. And it was then that I was really starting to think about it. And I was like, this is what I'm losing. I realized I'm still a child. I'm still very much a kid. And I've already lost so much just within a matter of years. Parts of my adulthood are gone because of decisions that I wasn't able to make by irresponsible adults.
Mm-hmm.
These are years. There are entire parts of my body that I won't be able to get back. And if I go any further, if I do this for any longer, I could lose my ability to have children naturally if I'm still able to at all.
Yeah.
I was so distraught. For weeks, I stopped. I gave up on my studies entirely. And one night I just broke down crying. I couldn't even face my mother. I just texted her. I called my boyfriend at the time just to talk about how humiliated I was, how much I regretted every single part, every single thing I did in those past few years of my life. And I just had no idea what to do with myself. I felt so much guilt for everybody around me. Because like I knew my mom and dad, I couldn't imagine how they felt because they were going through this with me. It's not like it was just happening to me. The doctors did this to them too. And I felt like I did this to them. It was my fault. And I didn't want them to see me crying. I didn't want to see them crying. I just didn't want any of this. But I kept going. I didn't know why. I didn't really feel like I had like any purpose left. I didn't think I wanted to live, but I still kept doing it.
What is it? What do you mean? Kept doing it?
Breathing, eating,
okay.
Sleeping. Simple things. But I still kept going. And I started to really contemplate what just happened. Because what the hell just happened to me over these past few years? It was like one big fever dream. And I started to really think about it. Like, I'm no longer transgender. Like, I've lost my entire identity. So is there even a word for that? Is this like a phenomenon that happens? Am I alone? And it just... It sounds like something out of a movie, but the word just like popped straight into my head. Detransition. Because I transition, right?
You saying transition?
Detransition.
Yeah.
The stopping of my transition.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. And I was surprised to find that there were quite a few results actually. And I found the subreddit, the r/detrans community. I found that there were like Discord chat rooms, just based around this very idea of stopping transition. And I started to connect with these people who had been through the very same thing that I had. It was incredible and terrifying all at once, because like I don't want anybody else to know what this feels like. But I'm glad that I'm not alone. I'm glad that there are people who are way deeper into this than I am, who are older than me, people who I can look up to, people who are more stable in their lives, people who have found a new normal. That gave me hope. And like for a while, I considered myself non-binary or whatever. And I was like, any pronouns, right? Because I don't know what I am anymore after all this. I don't feel like I deserve to call myself a woman. But they really helped me like process just what happened and to come to snap back into reality. And I realized there is nothing I could ever be other than a woman. And you know, it's hard. It's not easy. But it's not about easy. It's a gift. And I struggled a little bit with that. But
I'm sure coming out to your parents and saying, I want to detransition, part of your reluctance was how guilty they are going to feel. Do you know how they processed that or are processing it?
I mean, seeing how I am today and that I've been able to use like the pain that me and mom and dad and our whole family have gone through and to use it to help these other families and prevent this story from repeating itself ever again. It's helped us to heal as a family. It's helped them a lot with their feelings of guilt. And I'm sure for a while, like they didn't know if I was really going to ever make it because of just how much stuff I had been through and how dysfunctional I was. It's really just been a total miracle.
I want to tell you about Hallow, which is the #1 downloaded prayer app in the world. It's outstanding. Hallow.com/MattFradd. Sign up over there right now and you will get the first 3 months for free. That's like a lot of time. You can decide whether it's useful to you or not, whether it's helpful. If you don't like it, you can always quit. Hallow.com/MattFradd. I use it. My family uses it. It's fantastic. There are over 10,000 audio guided prayers, meditations, and music, including my lo-fi. Hallow has been downloaded over 15 million times in 150 different countries. It helps you pray, helps you meditate, helps you sleep better. It helps you build a daily routine and a habit of prayer. There's honestly so much excellent stuff on this app that it's difficult to get through it all. Just go check it out. Hallow.com/MattFradd. The link is in the description below. It even has an entire section for kids. So if you're a parent, you could play little Bible stories to them at night. It'll help them pray. Fantastic. Hallow.com/MattFradd.